plans 3 million man march in Ebonyi. Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi yesterday said he plans to do a 3 million man march for the ruling APC in the middle of, or by the middle of this month. He said the state capital Abakaliki will be locked down during the gathering. Umahi spoke in the state capital during the flag off of the first phase of an empowerment program and the swearing in of the newly elected 13 local government chairmen in the state. He called for issue-based campaigns in the 2023 general elections and condemned bitterness and rancor by some politicians in their bids to actualize their ambitions. By the middle of this month, we will do a 3 million man march for the APC in Ebonyi State. We will lock down the entire capital city. I am the chairman of the APC campaign of the southern Nigeria for the 2023 elections. Is it not a position of trust? Every Ebonyian, that sounds very wrong, but is sharing this position with me. Have we not come first in the south? The time of campaign is coming, and we must demonstrate that trust that the nation Nigeria, or that trust that the nation Nigeria APC bestowed on us. A 3 million man march, it's very chewy, it's very bulky to say in the mouth. 3 million man, it sounds very it's a lot. You have others doing 1 million man march, and this individual wants to do a 3 million man march. Well, let's see how it goes. It's like you're trying to supersede or like overtake those that have come before you to do better than them and say actually our movement as well, but really we'll see the outcome of this. Again, I think the campaigns are really when we would see, for lack of a better word, the fandom or the popularity contest between, or who has the most fans really, between the three parties. And of course, Osun State elections were the first time we're going to see these parties interact. But now, to have a better judgment or prediction on, who's really got the numbers here, who's really got the popularity here, it's either we will find that out or we will be very confused because each party would have, a similar amount of support or similar level of support, and would say, well, it's actually not going to be an easy call. But this is the time for each party to prove themselves, for each support group to prove themselves, the youth to prove themselves and say, okay, fine. Well, for example, the obedient, they can actually have the opportunity to show that really we're not just on social media, we will come out. And they've been doing it anyway, but now it's not just a separate, oh, they did this. Now is every political party, they are coming out in their numbers, and so I think it's good competition, and we'll see how it goes. But really, whatever happens, it should be fine. So yeah, his competition, as we see in Ebonyi State, well, let us see, because we have to look at the population as well and see how much each party would account for, and how much relevance, or how much, or the share, of the population that they'd have if they're going to predict their votes. So yeah. Well, in the first comment, you want to hire people for the match, or it's not a football game, for the match. If you are a great man, kindly, as you said, let your supporters organize it by themselves, that money voluntarily. And this is where you really start to differentiate, and where the gap actually increases, or you can say the difference really shows in the quality of candidates, because really you shouldn't really be the one. The convincing or the persuasion should have been very flawless in this case, which we have seen with Peter Obi, whereby, because personally I don't believe Peter Obi necessarily did anything extraordinary. He just fits the criteria, and the youth or the people know what they want, and they see that this individual can give them what they want, so they go for him. So really, if you're not competent, or if you're not able to show what you have, and the people saying, actually, you know what, this is what we're going to back. This is the movement we are going to support, and we will give in our own money and giving our and donate and even make an app. I mean, the obedience have come up, or someone has made an app called Grassroots, and people are giving out their business premises. So really, it's not for these other parties, APC and PDP, for funding and the campaigns and endorsements. They have the connections, they have those that have the money, they know who to go to, they know how they're going to promote themselves. I mean, was it the APC that had Portable, with their campaign? So of course, whatever means they would use, fine, great, fantastic. But then you also have other parties whereby really the power belongs to the people, and that's why for these parties it's always going to be intimidating, because really, as we see here, Umahi is the one trying, again, being the spokesperson for the party in the southern part of the country. He is the one trying to gather these people. No, the movement should be very strong, that the people, without being told, they understand the assignment. You don't have to go to explain to somebody or ask, by the way, what are we doing? What is this movement for? You know what you're supporting. Everybody knows the assignment, and you just do it, because it's that unity is just there, because everyone knows where they want to end up. So yeah. So this man has thrown away his Hausa cap after the convention. Okay. Watch your utterances. It is not good to abuse your leader no matter what. Do the correction with respect. Okay, very random. I don't think it's related at all. Okwecha has done more than you. Ask him where he is now. Your own couple is getting full. The 3 million march is for obedient and daddy movement, whether governor likes it or not. Ebonyi State is for Peter Obi. And that's why I said, if we're going to look at the share of what the parties, the share of the population the parties have, I'm like, okay, this 3 million march, I don't, like, how much are you going to account for? How much are they really going to, how much of the population in Ebonyi State will they actually account for and say these are their supporters? You've really got to be confident with your numbers. And really, we have seen the examples more consistently from the Labour Party, with their movements being more popular, and we see it's not just, and that's why, like, their movement always trumps the argument that this is a social media online party. Like, really, the movement is that strong that maybe for you it's overwhelming, which is understandable, but really you can't compare. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.